This is Dave with Dave's Racing Channel. We decided to drop by Denny's garage and visit with Rick and Denny and talk a little bit about the Midwest Drag Racing No Prep event. There's 3 classes. There's a big tire, a small tire, and a straight. Let's cover the rules and tech a little bit.
The rules are all posted on the internet. If anybody has any questions, any calls about it, just too many trying to get off.
Big tire and small tire class rules are the same, and they're pretty basic. Door cars and like I said, the rules are posted. There's not but just a couple. As far as the street class, there is an entire list, but they're all posted. If you're worried about entering the street car class because you may or may not fit the rules, if you do enter for some reason you don't fit the rules or we can't let you in, we'll give you your money back on that particular class.
Yeah, we have a lot of people calling about it because, they're talking about plexiglass, and, well, you can't have plexiglass if you have a roll bar go through it, so.
No, only on a truck.
On a truck, right. I'm just trying to give an example. Some people are confused about it, so for some reason, only on the streetcar class, if you don't qualify for it, we'll give you your money back and you sit and watch and enjoy the race. The rules are there. They're pretty simple. Like I said, you got my number underneath it, Denny's number. If you have any questions, please call, and we'll get it taken care of for you. So.
Also, while we're talking, address one thing. Some people's got feel like spammed or got extra messages or stuff. We have more than just us that are sending out messages and trying to make this race as big as possible. So if you've gotten multiple messages from either one of us, could have been our wives or somebody else helping with our phone, so we apologize for that. It's just the nature of the beast.
All right. So I hear there's some out-of-town racers. Let's talk a little bit about a few of those names.
Well, I won't give any names yet.
All right.
Denny, we get 3 more big tire.
Yeah.
3 more big tires. We'll give the names out for.
I'll drop a list just like I did with the small tire. I just
and upgrade it.
And there are on the small tire. I dropped a list on the small tire. Now there's been 2 people that we gave people options. We started an alternate list. If they wanted us to try to replace them, then we will with our alternate list. But it's their ticket, it's their spot. If they've got somebody else that they want to race in their spot, that's on them. They can give it to them, sell it to them, whatever. So we've had 2 racers that I guess can't make it, and they've given their spot to someone else. One of those racers don't even want us to acknowledge that he's coming. Top secret, I guess.
All right.
For whatever reason, and I don't know if it's that case with the big tire guys. I ain't asked them yet, but like I said, whenever we get a couple more entries, I will make a list, and whoever don't mind, I will list everybody's name that don't mind.
Yeah. Well, we get to 25 big tires. I would like to list a list anyway, because there's some cool cars going that the fans would love to see in here. So, but we want at least
several cars you've seen on TV and around it at different no prep races and street races.
So, I mean, for the fans, this is going to be a great one. And then the 32-man bracket for small tire is just so deep this year. I mean, the person who wins that class earned it. And we've had a couple of those guys drop out for other reasons. Another guy step in just as fast. So.
Yeah, and other than the 2 that stretch, I've actually had 2 alternates step up and take other spots, and I'm waiting for a response from another alternate. If you don't respond soon, I'll move to the next guy in line.
So it's the 32-man bracket streetcar class. Small tire is going to be phenomenal this year. I'm pumped about seeing that. The big tire class, the 22, 23 that we have now, is a variety of cars. I mean, we got some cars that's not so fast, but they're really consistent, and we got a couple there that's going to be, a handful.
If they get down the track, they're going to be very fast.
So, so we're pumped about that. And I'm really pumped about the streetcar class. We've already 16 spots full. It's a 16-man bracket already. We would like to be, 32-man bracket. All the phone calls I get saying I'm going to sign up, we'll achieve that, but you never know. But for our first time having a streetcar class, it looks pretty promising too. So it's going to be a great weekend. Now the streetcar class, guys need to know this, that is only on Saturday, the 19th. The 18th and 19th will be the big tire and the small tire first round, and there will be a consolation race if the guys want it. So if you lose your first round, you drove in from Oklahoma, or you drove in from Texas, and you still want to race Iowa.
There's a couple from Iowa.
There's 4 or 5 guys. Iowa's bringing a team. They're trying to make a statement. But if those guys, you know, they lose first round, we'll take $100 cash, but probably from everybody, and we'll put it in a pot, 100% give back to the racers, and they'll get a race again. So if you drive down there and you lose first round, don't panic, because there will be a race for you, so you maybe win some of your money back or all your money back. So that's how that's gonna work out. The scheduling for everything,
It's posted
Denny's
online.
posted online. So I know some people want to get down there early, they've got RVs and stuff. Just give us a call, we'll get you in the gates.
Here's the thing, we'll be there Friday about 10 o'clock. We'll start letting racers in about noon, but we're not gonna open the gates to the public until about 2:30-ish, 2:30-ish. Just to give the racers time to kind of get in and get set up. Depending on how it goes, I don't even know if we're gonna have on-site or off-site parking, depending on how many people show up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking to Jerry about that.
There's a spot right 200 feet from where you pay to get in to a big area to park, so it's not like, and we're probably gonna have a golf cart or two transporting people back and forth. We do plan on it being a very, with the car lineup we have, if the spectators show up, it should be a really big event, probably the biggest event of the year in this area that's been had.
I think it'd be one of the best races. There's a motel right next door. If you're a spectator, you want to rent a motel, there's one right there. And there's a couple within 10 miles away.
Farmington's about 8 miles down the road, and there's 5 or 6 really nice hotels down there too.
Okay. Want to cover a little bit of Kansas City versus St. Louis?
You know, I was kind of surprised. I think we do got some Kansas City small tire cars. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the list. Kansas City and St. Louis has always been kind of a rival. You know, I mean,
Got a couple big tire cars that are Kansas City-ish.
I was really kind of surprised because Kansas City's got some very fast cars, really fast cars, and there's always been a rivalry between the two. You know, so for this kind of money, I thought for sure a lot of Kansas City guys would drive 200 miles to do it. At this point in time, we don't really have a lot of Kansas City guys, but we got a lot of out-of-stater guys.
A lot are going to another race.
Yeah.
A good race.
Yeah, some are going to OPR, which is, you know, national.
ORP or OPR, whatever.
Yeah, and which they've been doing for years, and it's a great event. I've never been to it, but I've been wanting to go to it for years. The scheduling for our race was predetermined. It wasn't something we got to do. So all the guys going to you know, we wish them the best. There's nothing like that. But I just kind of expected a little bit more of the Kansas City guys because we do kind of jaw back and forth a lot. So, but there's still like 8 spots left in the big tire, and there's still some spots left in the streetcar class. So I mean, if they want to come on. I mean, but I think we got a couple people from Arkansas, some people from Tennessee. I mean, all this can change because people drop out and buy in, but we got people from, you know, Illinois naturally, we got people from Missouri naturally. So it's all around it. I mean, there's a lot of guys coming in, and, you know, they want that money, so they're coming. So it's going to be a blast. My son definitely has his work cut out this year. So, but yeah, we're doing pretty good.
All right, so we got a few sponsors. Let's cover that a little bit.
I'll start with the reps. First and foremost, Chris Russell, he's the rep for Eastern Missouri, the rep that we both deal with for our products. He has put together a few of the reps that have helped sponsor this race, so I'll just go through their names. Chris Russell, which is Eastern Missouri, phone number 314-269-6513 if you need any product from him, or he can contact you to any of these other reps I named. But you have Carol Hargis out of Ohio, Steve Struck out of Western Missouri, Mike Wheat out of Iowa, Lee Simpson out of Illinois, Doyle Justice right here in Troy, Missouri, and Bob Farrell out of Kentucky. We also have Mark Beelman with Beelman Chassis. Beelman Fabrication. He's sponsoring us. You have PRC, which is Pi. You guys have interviewed him.
Hell yeah.
He's also sponsoring us. Beelman's out of Winsville. Pi is out of Foley. And,
Probably two of the best chassis guys in the country by far.
Oh, God, yeah.
They do phenomenal work, both of them.
They really do.
Good people.
And then we also have Hovis Racing Engines, that's a sponsor. And then I own a couple tattoo shops, so I threw in a sponsorship myself for the ink spot. Great artwork.
Oh, absolutely. So, Rick, let's talk about that certain guy who, well, Terry Wagner,
Special mention.
calling you out.
Should we sing a song for him or something? Here's the thing about Terry. I might ask him if it's for real. No, we're friends.
Terry's for real. Don't,
Yeah,
don't
right,
make
right.
no mistake.
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
100% for real.
I mean, that's not an act. He's really not that smart. Yeah, but he's a good guy. He got a great heart. He's got a man crush on me. It's kind of embarrassing to say, but I mean, I'm waiting for Flower to be sent to my house one day. And he always wants to look up to me and beat me and fast me. I try to know it on Facebook. I never say respond back, but he's out there.
I do respond only because I know I can drag it out for 100 messages if I want to. It's easy.
But it's good entertaining for people. They get a laugh at them, so it's all good. We will race. It's not really a big deal to me. He's a small tire car, you know. He weighs more than me, you know. He shouldn't beat me, you know. And I mean, but you're drag racing. Anything can happen. Break a tire loose, you know, car break down, whatever. But it's something embedded in him for whatever reason. And but yeah, we'll race him probably at the Schaefer race. It looks like it's where we'll probably do it. And you know, after he loses, he'll go sit down and make an excuse. And he's already making excuses already. He's like, well, I shouldn't be you. I said, why do you call me out? I'm not asking you to race you, but he's got a man crush. So we'll just have fun.
You know there's another video coming after this.
Looking forward to that one, Terry.
Yeah, but,
His #1 fan will be on there for sure.
yeah, Randy.
I was thinking someone else.
But he's a good guy. I mean, he really is. Just trying to be funny. And he's new to racing. He really don't know what he's talking about, so you just kind of overlook him sometimes. But that's about it. But we're glad to have him at the Schaefer race. It's easy money for some.
Hey, he's the only small tire. There are 3 people that had small tire cars also signed up for the big tire. 2 of them have dropped out. He's the only one that's going to race them both. So,
All right.
whether it's balls or no sense, he's willing and ready.
All
I
right.
give him kudos for that.
Yeah, good to hear that.
Like I say, he is a good friend of ours. He just a loudmouth. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I just want to say real quick before we get off here, we're you know, I think street takeovers that weekend. You know, we didn't know about it.
Yeah, but that's a whole different type of car than what
for fans and stuff, and the ORP. I think that's how you say it. You know, those schedules wasn't meant to try to take anything from anybody.
And when we tried to pick that schedule, we looked at a 300-mile radius of what was going on. International, I don't know if it was because the COVID thing was coming down or whatever, but they didn't have theirs posted, so I didn't know what their later dates or what their events was, and honestly, just overlooked the Ozark one. By accident, we probably would have tried to schedule a week before or after that to not conflict. A lot of the same type of cars we were competing for.
And I truly believe, without a doubt in my mind, with the cars we got coming and many cars we got coming, because if we fill the other 8 spots, we're 64 deep and 64 of the fastest cars around. And we're already 16 deep on the street cars. So I mean, you're looking at almost, you know, what is that, 75 cars? I mean, something like that.
We have 74 cars as of now, and 16 junior dragsters that are also going to be there. You know, the junior dragsters are going to no prep for the first time, so it should be pretty interesting. Bunch of kids getting into a sport, and we're gonna have them leaving off of an instant green on a no prep track.
It's only a 16-man bracket, and we're only doing it in between the cool downs. So
Yeah,
it won't affect the track. It won't affect it. It won't hold cars up. We'll hold the big guys. You know.
We're gonna let them test Friday night before everybody else. We're gonna let them race Saturday before everybody else. So it's not gonna affect anything. It's just a filler event. But it was nice. They was looking for somewhere to put these 16 kids, so you know we thought it'd be a nice addition.
And yeah, so I mean, some of the big guys don't like that stuff, but it won't affect them at all. And we definitely want to help the kids out. And we have a charity.
We need future racers,
Right.
You know.
We have a charity called Driving Dreams. There will be some that's money. I have a company called Driving Dreams for children that's got cancer, mom and dads can't afford their bills. We step up and try to help them with their bills or whatever we can do. So there will be a percentage of this money that's generated through the gate and raffles that will be going to these families. So it's a good cause. And if you guys know anybody that's got a sick kid or a family struggling, they want their kid to go for a ride in a race car, contact me. I'll set it up where we can give them a ride, meet some of the St. Louis Street Kings, get some autographs, whatever we can to help these kids out. There's, like I said, we got some other guys coming out that they might want autographs from them too. We'll post those names. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days. As soon as we get 25 cards, we'll post the names. So it's a great cause all around. So it's not just for drag racers, but it's for families that's in need too. All right. That's
All
about it,
right.
you know.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah. Either.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I mean, super excited, and it's gonna be super amazingly fast cars. I personally know 80% of the cars that are coming, and I've researched the other 20%, and you won't find a tougher field in too many races, especially around here. It's gonna be a who's who of drag racing and no prep.
Yeah. So if you think you're fast, if you think you can compete, there's 3 or 4 guys that are still on the fence about coming. If you want to prove you're one of the fastest, this is definitely a track kind of meet to try to do that at.
So guys, come on out. It's the 18th and 19th. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.